Maayong adlaw, magandang hapon, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to another Palmgrass exclusive celebrating the 153rd birth anniversary of Cebuano revolutionary hero Pantaleon Leon Kilat Villegas. May we request everyone within the venue to please stand for opening prayer and to remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. To be led by the 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏 Street Children's Choir. Pag-ampo alang sa nagbag-ong sugbo. O magbubuhat, nagampo kami kanimo, alang sa usa ka sugbong hingpit nga nabag-o. Ang sugbo nga sa mga bayani gidamgo, usa ka sugbo nga atong ikapasigarbo. Kami nagampo alang sa bag-ong sugbo, sugboanong maalamon sa among mga kaagi, nahiusang nagpanday pagkabuot sa damgo, sa sugbong maisog, mauswagon ug gawasnon. Among mga pangandoy para sa matag bata, may pagkaon sa lamesa, may balay makatulgan, may bisting makahupay sa gabiing matugnaw, giatiman, gipangga sa tibuok katilingban. Kami nagampo alang sa bagong sugbo, sugboanong dakog garbo sa among mga kaagi, nahiusang nagpanday pagkabuot sa damgo. Sa sugbong maisog, gawasnon, ug mauswagon. Amen.
We Cebuanos aspire to be worthy in following the path taken by our heroes in their fearless fight for a land whose sun and stars forever shine for justice, whose loving embrace is everyone's paradise. We strive to become a people who love our motherland in our every breath and with every drop of our blood, sweat, and tears.
Once again, that was the 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏 Street Children's Choir. All right, so maayong hapon, good afternoon, magandang hapon sa lahat, and welcome to another Palmgrass exclusive Leon at 153, Living the Legacy, celebrating the 153rd birth anniversary of our Cebuano revolutionary hero, Pantaleon Leon Kilat Villegas. Let us give everyone here a big round of applause. And for those who are joining us today online, thank you very much. We encourage you to share this to your respective communities, to your schools, or to your friends. And for those here, our audience, who just are here for the very first time, we encourage you to follow us via, that is Palmgrass, the Cebu Heritage Hotel. Okay, So as mentioned earlier, we are celebrating the 153rd birth anniversary of Leon Kilat. And before we begin with our lineup of activities, I think it's best that in every birthday celebration, we sing a happy birthday. Sakto ba? Okay, so, and joining us singing our birthday song, we have actually a descendant of Leon Kilat. Let us welcome Sir 𝗟𝗲𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 𝗟𝗲𝗡 and Miss A of Palmgrass. So we have our 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗀 na cake. Okay. So guys, may I request everyone here in our venue to stand as we sing a 153rd birthday to Leon Kilat. Oh, okay, sige. Okay. All right, sige. So, okay, be seated lang and joyful lang gihapon ang ato ang celebration, okay? Ready na ta? Sige. So we have our cake here. Sige, in 5, 4, 3, 2, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Faster this time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Together. Okay. Thank you very much, Sir 𝗟𝗲𝗃 and Miss A. We'll have Sir Jeff again later on. A big round of applause for everyone. Okay, so as you know, we are since we have a lot of students here in our venue today, we have learned of heroes like Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, but we often forget that we have Visayan heroes as well, and it's time to really bring that advocacy to everyone. But before that, let us recognize our partners for today's event. We have, of course, Palmgrass, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, 𝗟𝗏 de Abril Foundation Incorporated, the DepEd Cebu divisions here in Cebu City, Mandaue City, Bogo City, Danao City, Lapu-Lapu City, and the entire Cebu province. I believe we have our schools here present as well. We have the Diande Heritage Center and the Central Visayas Association of Museums. Let's give them a big round of applause. Also, recognition of our participants. Let's begin with those who are online watching us. We have our friends from the Department of Tourism and the Mindanao State University Iligan Institute of Technology, and also our friends at the USC Museum. Okay. And of course, on site joining us, we have our friends from FLAG, PhilSCA, CMC, Babag National High School, Proverbsville Academy Foundation Incorporated, the Epistle, Ramon M. Durano Senior Foundation, Science and Technology Education Center, Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion Incorporated, Talamba National High School, Kabangkalan Elementary School, Abeliana National School, Bogo Central School 3, Sacred Heart School Ateneo de Cebu, University of San Jose Recoletos, and Science and Technology Education Center Senior High School. Let us give them a big round of applause. Welcome to Palmgrass. All right, so our highlights for today's event, aside from our much-awaited contest, we have our conversations on tracing Leon Kilat's footprints in Negros with Leon Kilat's descendant, Sir 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗃. You met him earlier. And then we also have our Cebu Island-wide declamation contest for this year 2026 with the theme, How Can the Lightning Bolt of Leon Kilat Strike Today's Generation and Today's Leaders? Wow. And I personally am excited as to how they deliver their declamation pieces later. Also, this July 27 is actually Leon Kilat's 153rd birthday. Okay, and later on, aside from our activities, we will also be plugging in some special events that will happen here at Palm Grass. Okay, since I did mention that we have a talk and also a contest, I think it's fit that everyone online and here on site can see and also know our different contestants. Okay, are you guys excited? Excited about tanan? How about those online? Can you comment? Feel free to comment on the video, our live video. And once again, we are also encouraging you guys to share this video link to your respective schools. I'm sure your friends and classmates and even teachers, nagtanaw ba sila ron? If they are, hello, in behalf of our contestants. Okay, so let us meet our contestants. And now, we have contestant number 1 from Sacred Heart School Ateneo de Cebu, a grade 11 student, 𝗕𝗲𝗢𝗏 Fuentes. Contestant number 2, a grade 12 student from Science and Technology Education Center, Joyce Nadine Alburo. Up next, we have contestant number 3, a grade 12 student from Proverbsville Academy Foundation Incorporated, the Epistle, Miss Hariana Ibanez. Let us now meet contestant number 4, a grade 10 student from Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion Incorporated, Janelle Cristiana Ang. Up next, contestant number 5, a grade 11 student from University of San Jose, Recoletos, Elaine B. Visitacion. Up next, contestant number 6, from Talamba National High School, a grade 12 student, Mr. A.J. Kumaling. Contestant number 7, a grade 6 student from Kabangkalan 1 Elementary School. We have Kyrald Larasan. Up next, contestant number 8 from Sacred Heart School Ateneo de Cebu, a grade 11 student. We have Carolinda Isabella Siscar. Up next, contestant number 9, a grade 12 student from Babag National High School. Let us welcome Mikimbi Gamboa Bacarisas. Up next, a grade 11 student from Ramon M. Durano Senior Foundation Science and Technology Education Center. We have Justin Aligarbes. Up next, we have contestant number 11. Okay, let us proceed to contestant number 12, a grade 11 student from Colegio de Inmaculada Concepcion Incorporated. We have Renzo Thomas Alfonso. Up next, we have contestant number 13 from Abeliana National School, a grade 12 student, Sean Dominic Campos. We have contestant number 14, a grade 6 student from Bogos Central School 3. We have 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏. Up next, we have contestant number 15, a grade 11 student from Ramon M. Durano Senior Foundation Science and Technology Education Center. Let us meet Dayan 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗏𝗃. Up next, we have contestant number 16, a grade 12 student from Babag National High School. Let us meet Den Vincent Puso. We have contestant number 17, a grade 12 student from Science and Technology Education Center. Let us welcome Angel Margaret Maligro. And to complete our lineup of contestants from University of San Jose Recoletos, a grade 12 student, we have Kylene Marie Gook. All right, let us give our contestants another big round of applause. Also to our contestants, or probably we have our accompanying teachers or guardians, we encourage you to share the video to your respective faculty, to their friends, to their classmates. Continue sharing the video because later on, the more you share your video, the more there is a chance to win a special prize. Okay? So once again, thank you very much and best of luck to all our contestants. Okay. Now, before we have our talk and then followed by our contest, let us have a message from, this time, a descendant of Leon Kilat. Let's give it up for Mr. 𝗟𝗶𝗃𝗏𝗁 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏. Sir Jeffrey.
May hapon sa tanan. Okay. Ako dahil si 𝗟𝗶𝗃𝗏𝗁 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏. Ako ang matawag na itong 4th generation sa ni Tatay Leon. Hello. Okay, bale, karon is ang ika-153rd birthday ni Tatay Leon Kilat. Sila gipanganak sa Bakong, ako taga Bakong, and bale, ako lang yung dakong pasalamat sa Pamgrass o sa mga nagabuo ni ining program karon nga diin gi-celebrate bisan niabot dinhi sa Cebu nga ang taga-Bakong nga si Leon Kilat bisan tuod man nga sa panahon sa mga Kastila siya nakigbatok dinhi para sa ato ang kalayaan apan ang amo ang gitan-aw karon is ang Cebu adunay ginatawag natog na sila'y ginahatag nga utang kabubuton nga ang ilahang lugar, ang ilahang probinsya gipaglaban sa usa ka mistiso pud nga Kastila. So, ang sa ako lang yung nadunggan sa ako mga katigulangan, sila ni Policarpio ang amahan ni Pantaleon Villegas, gikan pud sila og Cebu. Niadto dito sa Negros, namuyo diri sa Bakong, og dinha sila nagkuan sa ilahang pamilya. Sila ni Irenea nga igsoon ni Julian may kamagulangan, dayon si Silvestra, si Pantaleon og si Julian. Ako na bilong ko sa lineage ni Julian nga manghod ni Pantaleon Villegas. Tungod kay si Pantaleon wala man siya ingon nga natukod nga pamilya, tungod kay batanon pa siya, nakigbatok na siya, nakigira na siya sa Cebu. So ang amo lang gyud sa among pamilya in behalf sa among family, nagdako ming pasalamat dinhi sa Pamgrass, sa management o sa uban nga mga partners sa Pamgrass nga para lang yun maka-organize nga inani. Ang among gitan-aw sa among pamilya is ni inspire me sa ilahang paghatag og kanang time nga mamold ang youth kung unsaon nila pagkahimo og leader. Not all heroes wear caps, di ba? So bisan na sa simple natong pagbuhat sa buluhaton or either in kindness, dili ta magakuan nga na ay camera maga-acta as a hero, because there's only one entity who can give us the blessings and also the power to become a hero. That's Almighty God. So dako kay nako pong pasalamat nga ni Berugo din I guess kato lang gyud sa tanan. Sir, thank you sa panahon nga paghatag sa ako din og si Ma'am A.
Once again, that was Sir 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗶 the fourth, from the fourth generation descendant ni Leon Kilat. So it's not every day we get to be in the same room with a hero. And probably that is something that we are very much honored that you're here, sir. Because this isn't the first time we are doing this in kanang pagpadayon sa pagkanang live sa legacy ni Leon Kilat. And although we know primarily Leon Kilat through our streets, diba? Many of our streets are named after heroes. So if ever namoy panahon, feel free to research as to nganong gitawag man na siyang ingani nangan. Kana kay grabe ang rich kay tag history diri sa Cebu pa lang. So once again, thank you Sir Jeffrey, and thank you to your family as well. Let us give a big round of applause once again. This time, we have another message from our very own Miss Agripina, Miss A. Givelondo from Palmgrass, the Cebu Heritage Hotel. A big round of applause.
Sa PA. 150 years ago, a lightning bolt of courage struck our islands in the form of a hero. To our on-site and our online virtual audience, to our esteemed Board of Judges, the Beauty and Brains panel, Miss Marlinda Ang-Betiktan, Miss Ferliza Calizar, contratista, and for the first time with us, Dr. Xavier G. Gonzalez. Gonzalez is also like a hero in 1898 in Cebu. To the heritage community in Cebu and the descendants of our Katipuneros, especially joining us today, a descendant of Leon Kilat, Pantaleon Villegas, who came here like early in the morning, traveled going to Cebu. We have 𝗟𝗶𝗃𝗏 Daghang salamat for your inspiring speech today. To the students, coaches, and teachers, and to our tour guides who are with us today, and to our event partners, the 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗏 Foundation Incorporated, the 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗏 Heritage Center, and to the DepEd divisions who gathered these students from all over Cebu, and also to our Honquera Street Children's Choir, and also to everyone gathered here today, online and on-site, maayong hapon sa tanan. Ug malipayong pagsaulog sa usa ka gatos ug kalim-an og tulo ka tuig nga adlaw natawhan sa atong bayani nga si General Leon Kilat. Today we mark this milestone by reflecting on the very tools that make social change possible. Lisod kay lang gimo, how did they end 333 years of Spanish colonial rule? We are also tracing the footprints of Leon Kilat in Negros, exploring how those critical times and that unique situation shaped such a brave and extraordinary hero. Unsay naa sa Negros ug unsay naa sa Cebu. So, nganong makaumol, or how can these islands mold these very brave heroes? If you walk through our spaces here today, here at Palmgrass, you will see our ongoing exhibit, the KKK exhibit, Kuris Color Kagawasan, by the talented visual artists of Cebu. This started, the exhibit was opened on June 12 and would end on the birthday of Leon Kilat on Monday. So you still have time to marvel on these artworks shown at the lobby and also at our Galleria Independencia. This exhibit serves as a powerful reminder that art is never just about aesthetics. Art is a weapon. It is a piercing tool used to expose the ills of society, to challenge the injustices of their time and our time today, and to vividly articulate our shared dreams for a better, for a more just world. We believe that history should not only live in books, although I read a whole book this morning to prepare for our discussion about the footprints of Leon Kilat in Negros. But history should not just be in books. It belongs in our daily lives and in our ongoing conversations. That is why here at Palmgrass, if you enter the lobby, at the left side you would already see the sculpture, the wood sculpture of Leon Kilat. Have you seen it? Wala mo kakita sa kilid. Inigsulod din yun sa lobby. At the left side is the wood sculpture of Leon Kilat attacking the Fort San Pedro on April 5 of 1898. So it is why it welcomes you at the lobby. And the entire second floor, this floor, is named in honor of Leon Kilat. And also, we celebrate his story in our books that we publish. We also celebrate his legacy by sparking conversations over our culinary heritage creations. You would see our cake. It's named 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏 in honor of Leon Kilat. Of course, nagyud na kilat. There's nagyud na light. It's made of carrot and calamansi. It would make you strong and brave like Leon Kilat. Nagyud na calamansi. Healthy ingredients in our culinary creations here. And we have a soup named Ilinarang Leon Kilat. We have a cocktail named Tropical Fighter ni Leon Kilat. So the revolutionaries of 1898 understood that using visual symbols, literature, and the spoken word inevitably awakens a nation. That same revolutionary spirit is exactly what brings us to today's Leon at 153, the Cebu Island-wide declamation contest. The spoken word is a profound form of art and a weapon. This afternoon, our Cebu youth from all over the Cebu Island are here to wield that weapon. They are not just here to recite lines. They are here to use their voices, their raw emotion, and their stage presence to channel the electrifying courage of the lightning bolt of Leon Kilat. Through their performances, we will see our history being brought vividly back to life. Let us listen to them, let us be moved by their passion, and let us continue to use our own forms of art to shape a better society. Malipayong pagsaulog sa adlang natawhan sa atong bayani nga si General Leon Kilat.
All right. So thank you very much, Miss A. So see, aside from our historical theme, Palmgrass also, a lot of our food here is actually named or historically based na mga names, even the room's food. And as mentioned, Miss, the minute you enter, we have different artworks, carvings, mga replicas of weapons. So feel free to drop by or visit later before we exit Palmgrass. And Palmgrass is, if I'm not mistaken, the only hotel that really is continuing kind of mga historical legacies, talks about Visayas, whether it's legend, myth, or history. So that happens every weekend, and from time to time, every weekday pod. So we have mga guests coming in, international, historians, may nana. And if you wish to view any of these talks, we encourage you to visit YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel. Just search for Palmgrass, the Cebu Heritage Hotel. Okay, now we turn you over to Miss A for our talk. So once again, we have Miss A, and our guest for today. So let's give them a big round of applause.
Maayong hapon sa tanan once again. We hope to be able to finish these conversations in 15 minutes. So, na ako'y timer actually. So we don't get carried away talking about Negros, Leon Kilat in Negros. So, we are tracing the footsteps of General Leon Kilat. So I actually had a crash course this morning of the contents of this book, Clash of Spirits. So it talks about the history of power and the sugar planter hegemony in a Visayan island. So this traces in the Visayas. So this is not just about Negros, but it's all over the Visayas. About the belief system of our ancestors, what they believed in, and what was the situation of the Visayas, especially in Negros, and also in Panay, regarding the hacienda system and what happened to the resistance movements. And also, they had their belief at that. I always tell this I always discuss this in most of our discussions, that our ancestors believe in nature spirits. They believe that if you violate the wishes of our deities, the deities would get angry and would kill people. So mona siya ang ilang belief system. So anyway, when I read this morning, I was thinking in our discussion next time, we should have a discussion about the Diwata versus Encanto versus the friar power. Because there was a clash between, so Encanto was actually against the Diwata, and the Encanto and the friars were against the Diwata in the Visayas. So ato lang i-discuss next time. So anyway, so now we would trace Leon Kilat. So according to I would like to introduce to you once again our resource person, our guest this afternoon, 𝗟𝗶𝗃𝗏 𝗟𝗲𝗡.
Hello guys, once again, good afternoon.
Yes. So now, Jeffrey, please tell us about. So you mentioned a while ago. So I'm speaking in English because we have our audience also from the different parts of the world. We have from Canada. We have the Visayan culture page, and we also have our guests from online guests from the DepEd Taguig City and Pateros. Daghang salamat to the Araling Panlipunan supervisor of the DepEd Taguig City and Pateros, 𝗟𝗏𝗙. He actually wants to give a prize to two contestants, or a contestant and a coach. Kisa asa niya gi-award, the early bird or the farthest from Cebu City? Farthest from Cebu City, asa? Farthest? So kisay farthest from Cebu City yung contestant? Ang 4 hours away. So congratulations to the Bugo contestant, and also to the mentor, because you are winning a free Saturday night fiesta dinner buffet at Palmgrass at 6 p.m. tonight. And daghang salamat to 𝗟𝗏𝗙𝗏 of Taguig City, DepEd Taguig City and Pateros for contributing for the prize of the farthest contestants. So now we would like to ask Jeffrey regarding Leon Kilat's childhood. So we know that he also already said that Leon Kilat was the father of Leon Kilat was born in. Your grandmother told me when I was there in 2019.
Yes, 2019.
I was in Bacong. So I interviewed the grandmothers of Jeffrey, and they mentioned that the grandfather of Leon Kilat, who was a pure Spanish, got married to a native of Karkar, and two of the children of the couple went to Negros. One went to Gihulngan, and one went to Bacong.
Yes. Ang isa niya na si 𝗟𝗏𝗏 mo ang amahan ni Pantaleon Villegas, o ang iyang igsoon si 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 Villegas, ng iyang mga sakop o iyang mga kaliwat na karon sa gihulngan o kanang diha sa bais nga dagko og mga syenda sa mga tubo or sugarcane. And kami sa part ni Policarpio dinhi sa Bakong lang nagstay diha sa Dumaguete dayon. Kan, Morandia. Simple lang pag uma.
Yes. So dahil salamat Jeffrey. So Jeffrey, please tell us unsa ang pagkabata? How was Leon Kilat as a child?
Isip usa ka mistiso ko no, sila ni Pantaleon gipadako nila ni Policarpio bilang pagkastruktuha. Kay bisan ang iyahang mga magulang nga babayi, si Silvestra kuno nga magasugo sa iya, luwaan ang hagdan, kinahanglan pag adto nimo sa Tiangge, balik nimo diri, dili pa uga ang laway niya. Kay kung mauga na gadugay-dugay ka dito, maka tilaw ka og latigo. Mo na siya yung klaseng pagpakuan sa iyang pamilya sa iyang mga ate. So, pero dili man sa kuan iyaha is gidisiplina sila mo na nga mag-uma, magkuano dito sa kuan babaw naman po yung mga yuta dito sa babaw nga Liptong dira mga Villegas ang mga kuan diha ilaha dayon. Pero ang balay nila naa sa Plaza Radapita karon at bang radiha kanang kuan tapad sa Aglipay. Kanang Aglipay gitukod po na sa pamilya namo sa Villegas tungod kay wala man nakauyon sa kuan kani adlib lang nga ang parokya sa Bakong sa una murag abuso na kaayo. Sila ni Policarpio o si Silvestra ang magulang ni Pantaleon nagtukod og simbahan, pero unahan ta mo nga si Pantaleon nahimo po siya sa Kristanya.
Yes, so mao na siya na. So Leon Kilat as a child was also joined farming. So kabalo siya modaro, he knows how to use the plow sa field. So di ba there are stories about Leon Kilat in the fields, pero karon we would like to know which parts in Negros did Leon Kilat go and what did he do before coming to Cebu?
Wala jud siya ingon nga kuan nara jud siya dira sa pag-uma, moabot dira man lamang kuno sa Dumaguete para lang pagkuan sa mga sa tawag anang harvest. Pero wala siya nag-uban anang sa una man gud na ay murag magdala sa mga produkto, travel, ang uban mag-barter, ang uban sa ilang negosyo. Pero sa ilaha is ang kuan lang is diha ra taman sa Dumaguete ang amuang nakuanan, pero balik ra gyapon diha. Pero so tungod murag na feel ni Tatay Leon nga murag ganahan siya nga mugawas, mura siya nakahawla mo nang ni decide siya na siya ambisyon nga mukuan niabot siya dinhi sa Cebu. 18 anyos nilarga siya diri sa Cebu, bisan ang iyahang lolo taga Cebu, niani siya dinhi para lang manarbaho sad. Dayon mo nang gisaligan siya, nagkwento siya ahinti-ahinti ning gisaligan siya sa galong gipadala siya sa Manila. Pag-abot niya dito sa Manila, mo na siya nga nakuanan nga grabe gihapon pud ang mga pag-abuso sa mga Kastila, mo nang ni-decide siya nga mapil sa revolusyon sa Katipunero.
So dahil salamat so Jeffrey. So we would also like you to know, I would like to share with you what actually, we have so many discussions about this, about the amulets of Leon Kilat, the anting-anting of Leon Kilat, the influences of Leon Kilat. So, we would know that in kabalo mo, when did the ports of Cebu open to international trade? Kabalo mo na sa history? 1860 na siya. You would see that in our Galeria Independencia at the wall art. So that was also the period sa mga cash crop na, di ba? Katunang, so there are already katong the hacienda system. So, you know what is the hacienda system? Wala mo kabalo? Wala kabalo mo. Kini, history ni mo, Ferliza. Kapag kasi mo history one teacher. Henry? Oh, karon, unsa mo na hacienda system? One sentence, madali taan eh. The hacienda system, di ba? Big tracts of land with only one product, and there is the landlord, the haciendero. So and there are workers in the hacienda who would plant the crops. So until today, it still exists in different parts of the Visayas. So it started in the 1850s. The wealthy Chinese mestizo elites migrated from Iloilo to Negros to capitalize on the global sugar boom. They brought commercial capital to carve out massive agricultural haciendas during this mid-19th century transition. So nagsugod na in 1850s the large sugar plantation. Amo ana mayan. Di siya mo angkon at our very very wealthy elite dato diri sa atong judges kay dili mo admit kana siya asyenda. So during that time there was also land grabbing. From the 1860s to the 1890s, incoming planters aggressively acquired territory from the native smallholders through debt traps and legal loopholes. They exploited the 19th century Spanish land tilling laws to amass immense agricultural estates. So there was massive land grabbing in Negros. So there was already this belief in the dungan, kining mga magic powers in each person. Ilang belief nga kada usa ka tawo there is a dungan. You have a kanang murag spirit ba nga kanang it becomes the dato has the most powerful like very dungan. Oh, murag like abyan or dungan or ang spirit niya ba, it's very powerful. Pero of course it's because of the diwata and of course it's because of the babaylad who bestowed it nga. You know, we already know that only the women and the gays can be spiritual leaders who can communicate with the diwata. And of course the dato would always get the help of the babaylan to be able to communicate with the diwata. So kana siya. So during this late 19th century frontier expansion, the indigenous farmers viewed the planters' rapid accumulation of wealth as a proof of the superior spiritual power. So they thought nga kining mga puti nga mga engkanto sad kanang they must have very powerful spirit or dungan. So the natives submitted to these elites because conquering the untamed forest signaled immense destined luck. So they thought that they could not cut trees before the Spaniards or the foreigners came. You could not cut a tree without a ritual. So karon here comes this foreigners.
Mananghid.
Oh, mananghid ka. So naabot ning mga foreigners nga very isog kaayo muputol og vast tracts of kanang mga land of the forest ilang pangputlon. So the birth of this extreme in the 1890s the extreme inequality happened in Negros and Negros was built on both ruthless global capitalism because it's the cash crops and the indigenous animist beliefs. This dual foundation allowed the new land-owning class to firmly establish unquestioned heading into the 20th century. So, mao na siya no. So, it's here. It's still available. Usa na lang ka book ang nabilin nga baligyan ni. Usa na lang no, The Class of Spirits. And we have other books here about the history of Cebu, a short history of Cebu from the 1890s to and the anti-Spanish Revolution in Cebu. So, last na lang ako ng istorya from the research of this whole book. Discussion ako in 3 minutes, no? So, during that time of Leon Kilat, so you already know, of course, nga naana ning mga anting-anting. Later na lang din ako isulti. So my next question to Jeffrey is, what were the amulets? What were the magical powers? Unsay mga gahom ni Leon Kilat? Last question na ni. Mahuman na mi. Oh.
Okay, first, dahil duha ka lola na ako nag-isgot ani nga si Tatay Leon adunay duha ka item. Una, kanang sa kuha niya, daro, pag-uma, naa siya nakuha nga medalyon nga cross nga aduna puid ko yung mga Latino nga kuan. And then dito ko no nag-start nga murag dili lang siya ingon nga ganahan nga mapundo lang dinha nga lugar. Ganahan siya nga mo langyaw mo to nga pagkuan wala nila napunggan ni anhi diri sa Cebu. Apan sa pagkuan niya din siya bisan nag inato ang iyahang kuan nga murag free spirited na siya, marag ganahan siya nga makakuan nang iyahang kamaayo na arag pabilin ng gihapon din. Ang usa nako kalula nagakuan nga while siya naga-travel, nagalangyaw, naa siya natabangan pud daw nga gulang nga diin nga ang gulang ni kuan siya nga pag-amping dong dalaning ako ang panyo, kaning puti nga panyo. Kana siya mo nang kuan nga iyahang ginakuan gihapon gidawat asa pasalamat bisan man nga kuan nga asa thanks atong gulang nga natabangan niya tungod sa iyang kalisod din. Mao na nga sugod ato nagkuan na si Tatay Leon every time nga kuan paspas siya mo lihok and ana then pagkuan niya dito sa Manila nga ni join na siya sa 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗃 dito na niya na prove nga katong nadakpan siya gipresyo siya sa hawla nga bakal na dunggan lang niyang tingog sa gulang nga ikuan ang panyo tapos sunda ang ako ang pulong dayon mo to nga iyahang na kuan nakagawa siya sa hawla dayon mo to na balik siya diri sa Cebu kaya at that time tawag aning gi-assign siya gikuan siya ni Aguinaldo nga para pagkuan sa 3 de Abril dinhi siya mag-lead sa Katipunero sa Cebu. So diha nagsugod ang kuan nga diin kung iyahang gamiton to bali ang panyo lang iyahang iwasiwas para ang iyahang kuan is iyang mga contrast dili siya makita kung ganahan siya nga mo kuan wala baghimo ni carpet nga iyahang patungan pero mawala ra siya dahil mapunta siya sa lain nga area. So ang mo na siya sa panyo ang katong sa crucifixions nga kuan wala kayo gihata nga detalye apan murag kanang sa iyaha is maagresibo siya nga free spirited siya.
Yes. So dahil salamat to Jeffrey. So the grandmother of Jeffrey also told us in 2019 that kato siya nga panyo. So it's an oral tradition. It's told sa mga stories sa katigulangan that kung ang panyo kuno it becomes kung pwede siya kuno ibukad and it becomes like a carpet na you can ride on it and then it could also be like bukad sad kuno it would become turn into a kris. You unfold it ba when you unsa kay na siya i-unfold nimo ang kuan ang mahimo siyang carpet nga you could ride on it. Oh. Pangitaon na nato road.
Ora si Aladdin.
So karon so we have also this so this is really recorded in history that Leon Kilat had brought with him from Manila because Leon Kilat so it is also in this book and our another book Leon the Untold Story of the 1898 Cebu Revolution. So Leon Kilat brought this from Manila from Katipunan. He was assigned. So the grandmothers of Jeffrey also told us nga kanang she showed us this adopted son of Cebu or adopted son of I did not adopted he was honored as a great son of Negros, si Leon Kilat, because it said there the province recognized that even with the surrender of Emilio Aguinaldo, Leon Kilat continued the revolution. So we already know that in 1898, of course, Emilio Aguinaldo was already in late 1897, Aguinaldo already surrendered and went to Hong Kong. But the other Katipunan generals continued the revolution and one of them is Leon Kilat. And Leon Kilat was sent here to Cebu, bringing with him, ambot kung fake ba to, a letter from Aguinaldo saying that he is assigned. And Aguinaldo was no longer in the archipelago. He was already in Hong Kong. So, but Leon Kilat brought with him. So Leon Kilat also brought this with him. And he showed the power of this anting-anting. And of course, he also has the katong triangular cloth. It's also in our galleria, you would see. And we have also anting-anting here at Palmgrass. We really got this from the anting-anting makers. Pero wala pa ni kuan. We also sell some of this at our Silugatan.
Wala pa na Oremus mo.
Pero wala pa ni orasyon. Wala pa ni orasyon. So we would trace si Leon Kilat, that Leon Kilat was also, he was born 1873. And what were the resistance movements in Negros when he was growing up? In 1887, pila edad ni Leon Kilat? 1873 siya, then 1887.
14.
Oh, so during that time, there was a massive farmer uprising in Negros, in Ponciano Ilopre, also known as 𝗟𝗡𝗢𝗏. So, kanang ipo-ipo ba na? Sa
Buhawi.
tong nakitaan sa Lapu-Lapu last time? Buhawi? Asay tawag ala? Buhawi to, no? Buhawi.
Buhawi.
So, he led a massive, si Ponciano Ilopre, 𝗟𝗡𝗢𝗏 nga, they also would kanang believe nga kanang mga kuan man ni sila, mga naipagka-gay ba? And then, so kanang mga gay, in pre-colonial times, sila may mas gamhanan kaysa mga babae. Ang mga babae, mahimo ng babaylan when they become menopausal. After inig ka, they believe nga mahimong powerful ang mga babae. Inig ko, ano na, mga resolve na ang hormonal imbalance tingali. Or ang estrogen na ano, sa all parts of the cells ko no. Ang estrogen ko no, dili na lang sa ovary. Nagsikog basa about ito kung gano ba yun nga. Ngano man yun. I actually was reading also the flaming womb. It's common in Southeast Asia that the women were believed to be, the wombs of the women were believed to be very powerful and magical. So, si Ponciano Ilopre, mura ni sila mga kuansad ni sila kanang mga gay. So he led a massive farming uprising in the late 1880s, around 1887 to 1888, to fight against harsh taxes and unfair land grabbing. He was also a spiritual leader. He fought back using old local religious practices, babaylan. He called himself 𝗟𝗡𝗢𝗏, water spout, God, to show he had power over nature. He mixed local magic with Catholic ideas. So ningon ang mga historians actually, nga murag they think nga kining Visidora the Katipunan use, gikan ni siya sa mga movements sa Visayas. Kuan man ni siya. It's believed to be like a bulletproof vest. Pero ang naadiri, these are all religious symbols. Kanang bastardized Latin, and also naadiri ang God the Father, ang mga cherubim, seraphim, mga Holy Spirit, naadiri. So these are now, sa even the anting-anting that I have here, these are all religious symbols. Nga maunay gigamit nga anting-anting sa mga, it became a syncretic nga movement. Nga murag, gikuha nila ang Catholic nga mga features sa gisagol sa ilang pre-colonial belief system. So, they fought for land. Their main goal is to destroy the large unfair sugar farms or haciendas and help the poor locals get their independence back. Another very important figure in Negros is Dionisio Magbuelas, also known as Papa Issue. But he lived at the same, he grew up, parehas like edad ni Leon Kilat, but wala siya mapatay. He fought until even during the American period. So, after 𝗟𝗡𝗢𝗏 died, Papa Issue took over the remaining followers. Daghan kay followers, more than pila to ka-thousands ang followers ni 𝗟𝗡𝗢𝗏. He led a long and fierce resistance that lasted from 1896 until his final surrender in 1907. Daghan pa din akong notes, hindi na lang ako isulti. So si Leon Kilat, last na lang ako isulti, si Leon Kilat, before he went to Manila, so he was working. You already know that. Grabe kayong research aning mga bata. I know you research about it. He was a very hardworking person. He worked, diba, in the fields. He was a sacristan in Negros. Pero niingon sa imong lola nga, even if he was imprisoned, even in Negros, he was able to go out sa prisuhan even with magic powers. Then when he came here to Cebu, he worked in a bakery. He worked in asa pa to?
Sewing machine.
Sa butika, he worked in a pharmacy. He was a champion horse racer. That's why he was recruited to go to Manila to be a horse racer in Manila. Pag abot adto niya sa Manila, he was recruited into the circus. Nga ang owner of the circus is a Katipunero. So that's why. And then he fought battles in different parts in Luzon. And moto siya, he became a general, and he was the one who was sent back to Cebu, gikan naman siya sa Cebu. So, daghan ako pag-story. Unya na lang ta mag-discuss ni Papa Issue. So mauna na siya. So, we have other books here at Palmgras sa Cebu Heritage Hotel that you can read so that you would know more about our history and we know more about our identity. So, closing words na nimo, Jeff, karon sa atong discussion. So, what do you want unsay mong gi-expect sa youth nato karon regarding sa ilang pag-honor o celebrate sa birthday ni Leon Kilat?
Yes, so ayaw ra mo ka pressure, bali ang inyoha lang jud is just to be yourself. Kung unsa man gani ang inyong giuna-una nga right thing to do, unsay marag ang kon is ayaw lang jud ka pressure. Be yourself lang jud kay mas mo excel mo sa inyong buhaton kung kamo magpakamo. Dili lang tungod kay gitagaan mo ang nagtahas nga kon ayaw mo ka pressure. Relax lang, guys. Nana lang, mas mo excel mo kung inyo ra enjoy ning moment kung namo diri sa tubakan. Later on, mas makita na mo ang inyong emotion, ang inyong intent sa inyong performance kung inyong gi-enjoy, dili kay na pressure mo. Sige. I'm looking forward nga makita na sa inyo guys, sa contestants.
Daghang salamat. So now, ikaw babasa? So, ako na lang? So, yes. So, sige, so now, mo na to, pero we would I would show you we still have the Cebu hero stickers here at Pamgrass. Sinugatan, gifts from Cebu. Sige.
Okay, so once again, let's give a big round of applause to Sir Jeff and Miss A. Okay. So I'm currently wearing a vestidora po, so protected na ko. Okay na ko. Kuhang pagkukuhan mga bitaw. And actually, a lot of these items are sold. Mga replicas ng pudni. They are sold downstairs along with the books as well. So some of these books are not available in the usual nato na mga shops. Some of these are history of Cebu, may nanad, written by 𝗟𝗏𝗡 Mujares, Doc Jobers Bersales, and many more authors. Okay, so, but here we have some, okay, so we have here presentation of our Cebu Heroes sticker. So Miss A is right there. So there. Okay, so we have here the first. So we have here the sticker, the leader of the Battle of 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃. Cebuanos were inspired by his unwavering courage and bravery to fight against the Spanish government. Okay, so I think di siya maklaro, but it is sold downstairs as well. We also have another sticker featuring 𝗟𝗑𝗢𝗢. Familiar ang apelido? Okay, so 𝗟𝗑𝗢𝗢 spearheaded the second phase of the 1898 revolution. He also led the Katipuneros to victory. So, if familiar ang mga names, these are names of our streets here in Cebu City. Another familiar is Luis Flores, one of the first members of the Cebu Katipunan. He rallied the Katipuneros to Sudlon together with 𝗟𝗑𝗢𝗢. Okay, kani another familiar name, labi na kung taga diri ka sa syudad, 𝗕𝗶𝗿𝗄 or Candido Padilla. He was the chief of the Cebu Katipunan prior to Leon Kilat's arrival. So there's another sticker here as well. So kani mga gipang present ni Miss A, right there. I don't know kung maklaro ba. So they are available downstairs. Here is another. We have Alejo Menioza, General Lorenzo Eje, together with Alejo Menioza, led and won the battles in Talamban and Mandaue. So that is the northern part dire. And then we have Florencio Gonzalez, one of the initial members of the Cebu Katipunan and the first martyrs of the 1898 Cebu Revolution. If I'm not mistaken, one of the ancestors niya visited here before. Ano, nakabisita, kadyot.
Oh. Nay, ancestor atong judge.
Oh, yes. Exacto.
Gonzales.
Oh. And then we have, lastly, the wife, or rather the second wife of Candido Padilla. She was an active conspirator of the 1898 Cebu Revolution. We have Juliana Revelles. Okay. So if these names are not familiar, actually a lot of these names are familiar because, as I mentioned, they are a lot of our streets here are named after our heroes. Gamay ra gyud na research ang kinahanglan. Okay. All right. So Mao to siya. So a lot of these products, the stickers, the books, even the replicas of the anting-antings, and the one that I'm wearing right now, a vestidora, is available at our gift shop downstairs at Palm Grass, the Cebu Heritage Hotel. So probably after Ani, you may consider, buying pang kuan lang good, pang remembrance from our event. Especially, I believe some of you here are from outside the city, so something to bring home. Okay? Sige. So, after our talk, so katusiya for Sir Jeff, Miss A, we now proceed to one of our highlights, and that is our Central Visayas Speech Contest. Once again, the theme is, how can the lightning bolt of Leon Kilat strike today's generation and today's leaders? All right. Which is very timely because we've been experiencing a lot of thunderstorms lately, diba? So very kuan na gyud, na-apply na gyud ang atong experience karon. And now I have the honor to introduce our distinguished panel of judges. Our first judge. He is a Cebu-based dentist, educator, media personality, content creator, and community advocate. He has been teaching dentistry for more than 2 decades and actively involved in community health programs and cleft care initiatives through Operation Smile Philippines. He is the founder of the Cebu Creators Circle and host of the Health and Public Affairs radio program Kahimsog ug Katilingban. He advocates for health awareness, responsible communication, meaningful community engagement, and pride in Cebuano culture through education, healthcare, media, and digital storytelling. Let us welcome Dr. Xavier G. Solis, also known as Tito Doc Save. Our second judge is a Bachelor of Philosophy with a double major in English, magna cum laude, graduate of University of San Carlos, a former faculty of Speech and Drama Section, English Department, and the Department of Philosophy, still from University of San Carlos, and a former faculty member of Speech and Philosophy at UP Cebu. A distinguished Toastmaster of Cebu Toastmasters Club, the Mother Club. She is also a stage, TV, and movie actress in Cebuano and in English. Isa ni sa ko mga idol, why joke? And an arts and culture advocate. Let us welcome Ma'am Marlinda ang Betiktan. And to complete our lineup of judges, she is a public manager, strategic communications practitioner, journalist, and performing artist, a graduate of UP Cebu with a degree in mass communication, and holds a master's in public management from UP Open University. Has a decade of experience in journalism, governance, and public communications. A stage actress since her college days, portraying different roles in 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗄 and Melchizedek. A Best Actress awardee in the Philippine Red Cross Advocacy Short Films, Best Supporting Actress nominee at the 2023 Sinulog Film Festival, a songwriter with the songs Ako Kini, Minglanilya, Apan Misalig Ako, and the upcoming Tipik sa Utok o Pitik sa Kasing-Kasing. Passionate about communication, storytelling, and empowering the next generation of speakers. Let us welcome Ferliza Calizar, Kontratista. Okay, so gahi ato mga judges. Ito. And we're very happy that you are here, dear judges, for our criteria for judging. Okay, so listen up. Relevance to the theme, 20%. interpretation, 20%, creativity, 20%, your delivery is 20%, stage presence, 10%, and overall impact. Now, before we have our contest here, once again, I know you have your phones with you. Share the video link to this. Share the FB Live video, rather, to your respective school, your friends, your classmates, because we have a Netizens Choice Award. So videos of this performance will be posted on the Palmgrass, the Cebu Heritage Hotel's Facebook page. And there is a voting. It will be until August 15. The entry with the most reactions by August 15 will receive the Netizens Choice Award. Okay? So, are you guys ready? Contestants, are you ready? Okay. Ready na? Okay. Okay. So once again, the theme is, how can the lightning bolt of Leon Kilat strike today's generation and today's leaders? All right? So before we begin, let us give a big round of applause. Give them some love. Ato mga contestants, come on. And let us begin with contestant number 1. Once again, contestant number 1, a grade 11 student from Sacred Heart School Ateneo de Cebu. The title of his piece, The Voice That Leads. Let us welcome, once again, contestant number 1, 𝗟𝗏𝗡 Fuentes.
Mic check. Mic check. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Okay. So on my cue. Okay. So on my cue.
Happy birthday. Down. Okay.
Ready na? Okay.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Okay. On my cue. You may begin in 3, 2.
I was once told that as a leader, I have to carry burdens no one else can bear. To have all the answers, to be perfect. But when did leadership become a cage? Do we truly have to twist ourselves to please everyone just to prove that we belong? Must we hollow out who we are to fit society's expectations? I refuse to believe that. History remembers those who broke the mold. Let us look at Leon Kilat. He didn't come from privilege. He emerged from the dust. A humble man of the lowest class. Yet he carried a fire. When he fought with the Katipunan for our freedom, they say he moved like lightning. That lightning wasn't a myth. It was the bright awakening of a spirit that refused to be small. I believe it is never too late for us to find that same lightning within ourselves. We just haven't learned how to strike yet. There was a time when hope was a heavy, aching burden, when our people were ignored, suffering, and utterly alone. Then, one simple man stepped forward. The world underestimated him. But when he spoke, the ground shook. He fought with his raw and unfiltered heart. A title doesn't make a leader. If we are absent when people are hurting, we are not leaders. A leader is simply a human who chose to love humanity fiercely. We, the youth, carry Leon Kilat's embers. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to be real, to serve, and to ignite the fire in others.
Try na to one more. Okay. Ang supposedly, ang mic here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, ibalik ka na. Mic, on sa man. Katong akong gigamit nga mic. Katong akong gigamit nga mic. Ha? Katong akong nagamit. Wala. Again. Ha? Dili ha? Kana siya nga mic. Kung kini siya ibalik.
So,
Hello, hello.
check sound.
Check sound.
All right, so our apologies for those who are watching us online. We are currently having some technical difficulties. All right, so we will have once again contestant number 1. Okay, this time he will redo his speech because we, as I mentioned before, we did have problems with our microphone. So once again, we do apologize.
All right. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Oh. Hello. Hello, my name is 𝗕𝗶𝘃𝗶 and I'm redoing my speech.
All right.
Lower? Backward.
Really under your chin. Under your chin, Jude.
This is better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Sige. All right. So once again, we will have contestant number 1. Okay. And as a reminder to all our contestants, please put your microphone, the one underneath your chin. Okay. Anyway, it has big pickup man pod. Okay. So once again, we have contestant number 1, a grade 11 student. A grade 11 student from Sacred Heart Ateneo de Cebu. His title is the title of his piece, The Voice That Leads. Let us welcome back 𝗕𝗲𝗢 Fuentes.
I was once told that to be a leader is to carry out burdens no one else can bear, to have all the answers, to be perfect. But when did leadership become a cage? Do we truly have to twist ourselves to please everyone just to prove we belong? Must we hollow out who we are to fit society's expectations? I refuse to believe that. History remembers those who broke the mold. Let us look at Leon Kilat. He didn't come from privilege. He emerged from the dust. A humble man of the lowest class, yet he carried a fire. When he fought with the Katipunan, they say he moved like lightning. That lightning wasn't a myth. It was the bright awakening of a spirit that refused to be small. I believe that it is never too late to find that same lightning within ourselves. We just haven't learned how to strike yet. There was a time when hope was a heavy, aching burden, when our people were ignored, suffering, and utterly alone. Then a simple man stepped forward. The world underestimated him, but when he spoke, the ground shook. He fought with his raw and unfiltered heart. A title doesn't make a leader. If we are absent when people are hurting, we are not leaders. A leader is simply a human who chooses to love humanity fiercely. We, the youth, carry Leon Kilat's embers. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to be real, to serve, and to ignite the fire in others.
Thank you very much, contestant number 1. Up next, we have contestant number 2, a grade 12 student from Science and Technology Education Center. The title of her piece, Before We Ask for Another Hero. Let us welcome Joyce Nadine Alburo. You may begin in 3.
Leon Kilat, happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
You may begin in 3. All right, sige. Oh yeah, once again, reminders to all our contestants. We will be splicing the videos and we'll be uploading it one by one para sa ato ang online votation. Okay? Sige. Okay, mic check again.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Okay, you may begin in 3, 2.
Do you hear that? The sounds of a nation laughing at its own downfall. No, not because we have healed, not because we have won, but because we have forgotten. We laugh while the names of our heroes fade. We laugh while the sacrifice of the past becomes nothing but the words on the page. We laugh because remembering is easier than carrying the responsibility of the left behind. So don't you dare look at me, look at him! Did you see him? No! Why? Has history buried him that deep, or have we buried him by ourselves? Quick, please! No pressure, okay? Okay. So, why did Leon Kilat fight? What was he die for? What was he willing to sacrifice for? Exactly. Yet, we call him a hero. One man did not hesitate. One man did not bow. And one man became the lightning that shook an empire. His name was Leon Kilat. The Spaniards took his life, but they could never take what he stood for. Because heroes don't disappear. People just stop remembering. A position doesn't make a leader. A title doesn't create greatness. A true leader is measured by courage, integrity, compassion. Leon Kilat did not lead because he had power. He led because he had purpose. And do you know what made him dangerous? Not merely his strength, not merely his courage, not even his weapon. It was this. He loved the Philippines more than he feared death. Ako'y isang Pinoy sa puso't diwa, Pinoy na isinilang sa ating bansa. Really? Do we truly adore this land? Or have we just simply memorized the lyrics? We clap, we sing, we pause, but when truth needs defending, where are we? Huh? Where are we? Leon Kilat needs us, a generation that refuses to bow before lies, a generation that cannot be bought, a generation that chooses integrity over convenience, a generation that brave enough to stand even when standing alone. So don't ask, where is Leon Kilat? Instead, ask yourself, where is the courage of Leon Kilat and me? Because lightning never asks permission before it strikes, neither should courage. And so before we ask this nation for another hero, before we wait for another Leon Kilat to come, and before we demand someone else to save our future, ask yourself, have I become the hero my country needs today? Thank you.
That was contestant number 2, Joyce Nadine Alburo. Up next, We have contestant number 3, a grade 12 student from 𝗕𝗲𝗵𝗵 Academy Foundation Incorporated, 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗃. The title of her piece, when the lightning calls. Let us welcome Haryana C. Ibanez.
Hello? Mic check. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
You may begin in 3, 2.
When the lightning calls. History tells us that lightning only lasts for a moment. A flash, a roar, then silence. But the lightning of Leon Kilat refused to disappear. It carries across generations, asking one question that every Filipino must answer. When your country calls, will you rise? Now, Leon Kilat did not fight for fame. He did not seek applause. Instead, he fought when fighting meant risking everything. And now, a man chose his courage over fear. History remembered his name. Now, our battles are different. We don't carry bolos with our hands. Instead, we fight corruption with integrity. We fight lies with truth. Now, to my fellow young Filipinos, never underestimate the strength of your generation. Because one voice can awaken another. One action can ignite a movement. Because we are not the leaders of tomorrow. We are the citizens of today. So when people ask, how can the lightning bolt of Leon Kilat strikes today's generation and today's leaders? My answer is simple. It strikes every time we chose courage over fear. Every time we chose integrity over greed. And the lightning strikes again. So let history remember this, that this generation did not simply admire heroes. We carried their names. We carried their legacy. So when the future looks back on us, may it say that once again, the lightning struck. Thank you.
Thank you as well, contestant number 3. That was Haryana Ibanez. Okay. All right, so our judges have requested just a few moments rather, to tabulate the scores. And while waiting, allow me to also once again plug in not plug in, but rather recognize our partners for this event.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Okay, so so once again, we are also recognizing our friends, our partners online. We have the Department of Tourism, the Mindanao State University Iligan Institute of Technology, and the U.S. Museum. Okay. Okay, so we also have our upcoming events. This August 8th, we have the Laguna Copper Plate Surat Binisaya Baybayin Literacy in our archipelago in pre-colonial time. So that is our talk. That will be on August 8th. And on August 22, Tracing Governance. Wow. Datu Politics, Ilustrado Politics, and Modern Politico. Okay. And yes, of course. And again, thank you to all those who are watching us online as well. Okay. And we also have, we have our special shout out to all those who are watching us right now. So na mga ni comment already. So we have good afternoon. This is Joy Ann Aligarbes. So we have, so na natin mga support. So thank you guys. I believe these are your classmates. Nanahin yung mga classmates, nag-comment na diri online. So let's go, Janelle. Let's go, Janelle. Daga na diri. Okay, so grabe. So yes, continue gihapon sharing our video link, comment, pang support for our special prize. Okay, so contestant number 4, ready? Okay, so once again, we have contestant number 4, a grade 10 student from Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion Incorporated. The title of her piece, The Mind of the Aid. Let us welcome Janelle Cristiana Ang.
The mind of the aid.
Okay. Sige, you may begin your speech in 3, 2.
The mind of the aid. I hear the gunshots ringing in my ears, bodies dropping, blood scattering. Where is he? Alive? Dead? No, I have to focus. Run! I look at the distance. Leon Kilat was getting stabbed. No! No way! He was too young! Young with hope! Young with passion! He led us to the dark! But where were we when he succumbed to it? I knew he was the one who would lead us. When I saw him fight, he was the light to our freedom. But no! They had to kill him. My friend, my comrade, who swore to help us fight, was a traitor, a coward. Oh, Leon Kilat, such a brave soul he was. Fighting alongside him was like building a future for the Filipinos to live freely, comfortably, without a care of the government. But that's all we had planned on. And at the time, it was like a box and a checklist yet to be crossed, a dream yet to be dreamed. And Leon Kilat was that step. He has done so much for us. But these cowards, these so-called loyal revolutionaries, betrayed him in cold blood. Even if I was with them, swearing with pride on saving this country, I knew when we retreated from the battle against the Spaniards, they believed what he did wasn't enough. We are not enough. The battle, it haunts me. All the voices, the screams of comrades slain. I still remember how their blood painted the road like messy abstract art. And the amulet, necklace, oh, how my mind decays. But I still remember, it was around his neck. We thought the odds are in our favor. But reality hits. A mere necklace can't make one immortal. But it was something in the chaos we held on to. And now, it's all just history. A story to be written, and as it did, told and retold. Oh, Leon Kilat, strong-willed and truthful, confident in the fight, patient for his own good. Oh, how it contrasts. Why were the leaders of before more strategic, so outgoing, while the people of today, silent and scared, blinded by money, consumed by power, throwing out fake promises while living in the pleasure of their own comfort, while we suffer and die by the actions of these individuals? Well, now it'll change. There will be change. She is rich. She deserves a vote. She promised a better Philippines. Well, where is it? We can't be silenced to it forever. Let us speak out. Write, speak, publish them all. Let them realize the true strength of unity. We are divided by controversies, by lies. Well, I refuse. This will declare that Filipinos will not suffer this fate while the rich revel in their status. I will not. Let us try to be a leader, not these government officials who call themselves the anchors for the future. We can be better. We will be stronger. Let us live on. And even if we die, let us leave a mark in the books for everyone to look upon. The future is all yours.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 4 was Janelle Cristiana. Up next, we have contestant number 5, a grade 11 student from University of San Jose, Recoletos. The title of her piece, Ang Pagsisikap ng Pilipinas. Let us welcome Elaine B. Visitacion. Mic check.
Hello. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
You may begin in 3, 2,
ang 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏 I knew him, Kilat the Lightning. He was my brother. We lost our parents at a young age, orphans in Bacong, Negros Oriental. Our grandparents were wealthy. We were prominent. Kilat, no, Pantalyon left after our parents died. He went to work as a sacristan before moving to Cebu and Manila. That boy? I haven't heard of him for years. I thought he was dead, but then I received the news. ¡Terinnea! Pantalyon led the revolution! Revolution! There were whispers around the village. Kilat? They say that he is quicker than the wind. Pantalyon Villegas, the young man from Bacong who carried the weight of revolution on his shoulders. What were you planning? Lord, have mercy on us. April 3, 1898. Cebu ran with the blood of revolutionaries. A war that has engraved itself with victory. Kilat led the war with bolos, a few firearms, anting, and an undying love for a country that wasn't even free yet. Is freedom possible? He struck like a storm raging, and the candle blazing brighter and burning higher. But the lightning was snuffed out. Guns could not kill him. So you did. Traitors! All of you! Why have you forsaken us? On Good Friday while he slept, you took turns stabbing his body, shattering his skull, and parading his corpse in the plaza. Where is the freedom you desperately fought for? Why have you forsaken us? Pantalyon? No. Kilat. They have done you wrong. I won't waste your blood, Kilat. I will bring you home. This is the start of a new lightning. We must strike down apathy. We must shatter the dark skies of mental health struggles and social indifference. Let us not be a victim to our own cowardice in a world that demands power. Only the fittest will win. Bayan o sarili, kaginhawaan o kalayaan, pumili ka. Ang puso ko'y tanging ka. Sa iyo'y ibibigay. Mahal ka ni Ate Kilat.
Thank you very much. That was contestant number 5, Elaine B. Visitacion. Up next, we have contestant number 6, a grade 12 student from Talamban National High School. The title of his piece, Lightning, Not Relic. Let us welcome AJ A. Kumaling. Mic check.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Ready in 3, 2.
Do you hear that? No, it's not the sound of an upcoming typhoon, nor is it the mindless hum of your doom scrolling. No, listen closer. It's the crackle of a forgotten talisman, the restless Negren's boy, Pantalyon Villegas, who led the Katipunero Revolution in Cebu. The man we now call Leon Kilat. They say he was as fast as lightning. They said he held the mythical Sigbin in his satchel. They said the power of lightning was in his palms, but his true magic was in his heart. He had a heart, a fire that refused to accept the chains of an empire. And today, we live in a world lit by artificial light, yet we stumble in darkness. Look at our leaders today, clothed in fine barong Tagalogs, donning iPhone 17, standing behind bulletproof glass. You speak of patriotism, yet you sell our country for slivers of silver. You speak of unity while you build walls of corruption that divide us and keeps us poorer. I ask you, where is your courage? Where is the bolt that you promised? You traded the anting-anting of courage for amulets of greed. You're no Leon Kilat. You are the greed of the conquistadors, the shadows of Karkar. You feed the country promises, but when the storm comes in, you are the first to hide in your air-conditioned bunkers and book flights to Europe. Leon Kilat did not die from a Spaniard. Leon Kilat was betrayed. And every time a politician fills their luggages with money while the masses starve, the blade turns in Leon's back all over again. And what about us, the youth, the digital generation? We are a million flashes, yet we are no striking thunder. We post our outrage on temporary statuses. We post our pain in social media, yet when it finally needs our sacrifice, we close the app. We watch the skies darken, and we cowardly say, it is not our storm to fight. Let the lightning of Leon Kilat strike today. Let it strike our leaders to shatter their comfort, their vanity, and burn corruption. And let it strike us, the youth, because we don't need any magical handkerchiefs. All we need is the unyielding courage to say no more. Let the sky open and let the old world tremble. And today, us, the youth, we are the thunder. We are the thunder that will tear the skies.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 6, 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗀. And now we have contestant number 7, a grade 6 student from Kabangkalan 1 Elementary School.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
The title of his piece, Lightning Speaks. Let us welcome contestant number 7, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗆. You may begin in 3, 2.
The lightning speaks. Who are you? I am a student. And what do you fight for? I don't know. I heard a voice, not from the wind and not from the mountains, but from the pages of our history. I am Leon Kilat. I fought with courage when fear and danger surrounded me. I love my country more than my own life. I led not because I chased power, but because my people needed hope. I lowered my head and asked, but Leon Kilat, your battle is over. What can lightning do for my generation? His voice thundered. My battle ended. Yours has just begun. Today, your enemies wear different faces. They are corruption that steals the people's future. They are lies that silence the truth. They show no concern allowing injustice to grow. Will you remain silent or will you stand? I answered, I have no sword. He replied, then be honest by standing for the truth and doing what is right. I have no army.
then inspire others through your actions. I am only one person. So was I. A series of thoughts came to my mind, and I realized that today, Leon Kilat's lightning is no longer found in the sky. It is found in each one of us who chooses honesty over cheating, who chooses service over selfishness, who does not seek power or fame of our personal gain. So today, let the leadership of Leon Kilat be reflected in our actions. The Philippines is not waiting for another miracle. It is waiting for another generation willing to become the lightning. The question is, who among us will let his lightning strike again? Leon Kilat, wherever you are, I am ready to stand up and speak out against injustice.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 7, 𝗟𝗏𝗡. Up next, we have contestant number 8, 8th grade 11 student from Sacred Heart School, Ateneo de Cebu. The title of her piece, Struck by Purpose. Let us welcome Carolinda Isabella G. Tiscar.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
You may begin in 3, 2.
Hey! That's right. You, and you. You all call me a leader. Yet every day, I merely manage. I carry out my teacher's expectations, my classmates' needs, and even the rhythm of my own agenda. I plan, I organize, I dictate. But in this frantic quest for efficiency, have I distorted the art of leading? Am I truly a leader, or have I become a machine? Has our generation of leadership let the soul of it slip through its fingers? To remember the heart of a leader, we must look to the past to truly understand where we are bound to in the present. To find my answer, I looked back. 153 years ago, a legend was born. Leon Kilat struck this nation with a lightning bolt, more potent than any thunderstorm could. He did not lead by commanding a revolution. He led by igniting spirits. He looked directly at the youth of his time, the young dreamers, the suppressed hope of a fiery generation, and gave them the courage to believe in a better tomorrow. He fought and he bled, not for personal glory, but so that the youth could be promised a free nation. Looking back at his legacy, I'm forced to look at myself. Just as Kilat entrusted his fire to the youth, today here I stand surrounded by them. Young minds waiting to be awakened, not ordered. If he can ignite an entire generation, surely I too can ignite the passions of those around me. His brilliance was not found in his control, but rather his ability to see the greatness dormant in others. If we are to chase that lightning today, we must cease to be machines and start to awaken to our humanity. After all, what is a leader but a flame to guide humanity? A lightning bolt doesn't just flash. It lightens and reshapes everything it touches. Kilat's fire was never a weapon. It was a challenge to all of us to stop managing the world and start changing it. To lead by inspiring, to win by serving, and to act not for one, but for you. You, all of you. That is what it means to be a leader. I'm done merely managing the room. It's time I finally start leading it.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 8, Carolinda Isabella Tiscar. Up next, we have contestant number 9.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Project.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
All right. Once again, we have contestant number 9, a grade
Happy
12
birth-
student
hello.
from Babag National High School.
Hello.
The title of his piece, Do Not Wait to Be Led, Strike First. Let us welcome 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗁. You may begin in 3, 2.
I just came from a place called Malacanang Palace. And before I could leave, they gave me a choice. One carries money, corruption, wealth, and one carries justice, equality, and the sacrifices to those who came before us. They told me, choose wisely, because one will make your life easier and one will make your life meaningful. Did you hear that? I had made my choice. That lightning. Because history doesn't remember leaders who waited for permissions. Instead, it remembers those who acted before the permission was ever given. While others watched the chaos of the storm, one man became the lightning. His name was Leon Kilat. The storm of his generation was colonization. And the storm of our generation is corruption, money, wealth. And the lightning is courage, action, and leadership. Leon Kilat became the lightning of his generation. And the question is, who will be the next Leon Kilat? Leon Kilat, or Pantaleon Villegas, wasn't even born in Cebu. He came here because the Katipunan entrusted him on a mission to help lead the revolution against Spanish colonizers here in Cebu. At just 24 years old, he had a choice. He couldn't stay safe, but he chose to stand with the Cebuanos because he believes that serving the nation always came before serving himself. Somewhere along the way, that meaning of leadership began to fade, leaving many Filipinos still searching for that kind of leadership. Sadly, that leadership is becoming harder and harder to find. And according to Transparency International's 2026 Corruption Perception Index, the Philippines is ranked third most corrupt country in the Southeast Asia. Imagine that. 3 words. Third most corrupt. Those words struck me like the bolt of Leon Kilat. I refuse to believe that corruption is our destiny. I refuse to believe that we were born only to complain. We were born to build. We were born to lead. And we were born to be the answer our country has been waiting for. Leon Kilat's his story is already complete. Ours is just the beginning. And I will not wait for somebody else to bring change. Because I will not wait to be led. And I always be striking first.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 9, 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗵𝗁. Up next, we have contestant number 10, a grade 11 student from Ramon M. Durano Senior Foundation Science and Technology Education Center. The title of his piece, The Lightning Still Strikes. Let us welcome Justin Ali Garbes.
Hello. At Leon Kilat at 153. Hello.
Begin in 3, 2.
Can you hear it? The thunder. Not the thunder that shakes the sky. The thunder that shakes a nation. More than a century ago, its lightning had a name. Leon Kilat. He was not born powerful. He was an ordinary Filipino who made an extraordinary choice. When others accepted fear, he chose courage. When others remained silent, he stood for freedom. But today, I ask you, has the lightning disappeared? Or are we simply refusing to see it? Today, our enemies may no longer wear Spanish uniforms, yet our nation still faces corruption, division, and indifference. These are battles that cannot be won by weapons. They can only be won by people with courage. People who choose what is right, even when it is difficult. And that is where Leon Kilat's lightning strikes once again. It strikes every Filipino who speaks the truth instead of spreading lies. And to today's leaders, remember this. Leadership is measured not by titles, but by sacrifice. A true leader does not ask, what can my people do for me? A true leader asks, what can I do for my people? Leon Kilat led because he loved his country more than his own life. That is the kind of leadership our nation still needs. My fellow Filipinos, do not wait for another Leon Kilat. Be the lightning. Strike ignorance with knowledge. Strike fear with courage. For every generation is given its own battle. And every generation must choose whether to remain silent or to become the lightning that changes history. I may not carry a bolo. I may not march into battle, but I carry something just as powerful. My voice, my character, my love for my country. I am a Filipino. I am the hope of this nation. And today, the lightning of Leon Kilat strikes through me. Long live Cebu. Long live the Filipino people. Long live the Philippines.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 10, Justin Aligarbes. Up next, we have contestant number 11. Up next, we have contestant number 11, a grade 12 student from 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗏 Academy Foundation Incorporated. The title of her piece, A Nation Awaits. Let us welcome Nessie Layana Marie Tumula.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
You may begin in 3, 2.
Look! Wake up! Look around you! Can't you see it? Why can't you see it? The corruption, the injustice, the kids who dreams with empty stomachs, the leaders who doesn't listen, the workers who work all day but cannot afford to rest. Can't you see it? Because I can see them, and it makes me scared. Oh, nothing changes. Nothing changes. Oh, this is again that look, that familiar look. The moment you stop saying, "Ay, okay na yan," and suddenly you're the problem. Kumurista! Ano magkaplaplaman ka? Bata pa kay
ka para mag-appeal sa gobyerno. Ano? Gusto mo pa kanila? In this dirty country of yours, asking where taxes goes is rebellion. Accountability? Ay, nako! Delikado ka na. Bato. 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 Sa langit. Tamaan wag magalit. Bato. Bato. Sa langit. Tamaan wag magalit. Baliw! Sino man yung sabing baliw ko? Ako? Baliw! Ha? Hindi ako baliw! Hindi ako baliw! Hindi ako baliw! Hindi ako baliw! Hindi mo kayo naawa sa bansa natin. They call Leon Kilat crazy too. Crazy for believing freedom was worth dying for. Crazy enough for becoming the lightning. You call me crazy. Rebel. Activist. Just because I'm awake. But tell me, what do you call a nation who choose to sleep? So sino nga ba talaga ang baliw? Ang sumisigaw dahil may nakikitang mali? O yung nananahimik kahit kitang-kitang may mali? Gising ka na ba? Ha? Gising ka na ba? Gising ka na ba? Ha? Gising ka na ba? Gumising ka na! Gumising ka na! Gumising na kayo lahat! Gumising na kayo lahat! A nation awaits truth. A nation awaits.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 11, Nessie Leana Marie Tumula. Up next, we have contestant number 12, A grade 11 student from Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion Incorporated. The title of his piece, Tayo ay si Leon Kilat. Let us welcome Renzo Thomas Alfonso.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Begin in 3, 2.
Oh, Justice, in what shallow grave do you sleep in? Look upon the soil that you've abandoned. Our poverty rots in its eternal sacred garments, whilst us, the herd, we suffocate on our own silence. The chains of old are merely newly gilded. Has the lightning of 1898 turned to ash beneath his stone? Or are you too choked by this creeping dark? Yet you stand there, you hollow, comfortable ghosts, worshipping these flickering idols on your glowing screens, you parasites of cheap peace. You feast and feast of the dying homeland, intoxicated by the wine of your own comfort and safety. You walking corpses, masquerading amongst the living, deaf to the screams of the weak, mute before the violent truth. Your apathy is the rot that digs us deeper into this grave. But we must shatter this pathetic slumber, of course, become the storm, strike like the ancient lightning. Let our leaders vomit up their greed with our iron integrity. Let the youth of today transfigure their fears into weaponized courage. We resolve to wage war against these modern tyrants, these so-called politicians. To drag Lady Justice out of her hiding place. To burn this indifference with our sacred flame. We mustn't beg for our sovereignty. We must seize it. Oh, but tell me, old friend, when will these people dare to exist? When will these people choose the agony of waking, of walking? Must we only struggle when hope is a dried carcass? When the last of our rivers are poisoned?
when our liberty is nothing but a myth to be whispered about in the dark? We stand here today, in this very hour. We march into the teeth of the Leviathan. We disrupt the calculated peace of these so-called peaceful empires. No longer must we stand here in silence. We have to wage war against these people. We have to resolve with this peace. No longer must we stay silent. We have to change for the better. Ako si Leon Kilat, the lightning that refuses to turn to ash. Ako si Leon Kilat. No more negotiations with the abyss. Ako si Leon Kilat, the absolute integrity that breaks the corrupt. Tayong lahat si Leon Kilat. The blood of ancient Cebuanos screaming beyond the stone. Tayo si Leon Kilat. Mabuhay ang Republikang Pilipinas!
Thank you very much. Contestant number 12, Renzo Thomas Alfonso. Up next, we have contestant number 13, a grade 12 student from Abeliana National School. The title of his piece, When Lightning Calls My Name. Let us welcome Sean Dominic I. Campos.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Begin in 3, 2.
When lightning calls my name. Good day. I used to think lightning was just a flash in the sky, bright, powerful, and gone in an instant. But then I learned about Leon Kilat, and I realized some lightning never really disappears. It waits for another generation willing to feel its turn. I am only a student. I do not carry a sword. I do not lead an army. I carry a school bag. I carry books. I carry responsibilities I sometimes don't fully understand. And I carry a question. Can someone like me really make a difference? When I see corruption in the news, when I hear people say nothing will ever change, when honesty becomes rare and silence becomes easier, I begin to doubt. But then I remembered Leon Kilat. He did not wait for the perfect time. He did not wait for permission. He chose courage even when it cost everything. And so I asked myself again, if he could stand for a nation, why am I afraid to stand for what is right in my own small world? Maybe the lightning of Leon Kilat was never meant to stay in history. Maybe it was meant to be passed on to students like me. To our leaders, I may only be a student, but I am not voiceless. We do not ask for perfect leaders. We ask for honest ones, because the future you shape is the future we will live in. So today, I do not run from that lightning. I let it call my name. Not to make me powerful, but to make me responsible. Because the greatest tribute we can give to our heroes is not remembrance. It is continuation. And if one student can choose to answer that call, then maybe others will follow. And maybe, just maybe, the lightning that once struck Cebu is not finished. Maybe it is only waiting for us.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 13, Sean Dominic Campos. Let us now meet contestant number 14, a grade 6 student from Bugos Central School 3. The title of her piece, The Kilat Code, the ABCDE of the modern Batang Cebuana. Let us welcome 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗏. Like this.
Hello? Hello? Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Begin in 3, 2.
The earth does not tremble. It screams! Have you ever felt the ground rip apart beneath your feet? Have you ever awoken to find your roof missing and a storm looking down at you? Have you ever thrown yourself into the way of death so your little sibling could live? I did. I am a child who remembered. I'm a child grabbing onto the earth, crying, begging God, our Father who art in heaven, to make the shaking stop during that 6.9 magnitude earthquake. I was helpless in those terrifying moments. I felt so small. I felt so helpless. But look at me now. Look into my eyes. Do you see a victim? No. Yet despite everything I endured at such a young age, even I'm still a grade 6 learner, I choose to speak with the courage of Leon Kilat, whose lightning prowess struck when the darkness was thickest. But what is bravery now in a world that worships silence? Today, courage is not defined by arms and armor. It is the terrifying act of speaking truth when a lie is easier, and refusing to let apathy become our default. Courage is a decision. Our enemies today no longer wear foreign uniforms. Our enemies are those leaders selected by our hands, in our own hands that choke us to death. Vividly, the same as how the great wizard of the revolution was betrayed by our own Filipino people. Angry, exhausted, I am so tired of this justice and mindset that we bring to our own graves. Look at us! We are the modern day 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗏𝗏eros, and that is the battle blood of our Cebuano hero that I put into my veins. The earth does not tremble. It screams! It screams for our young general's bravery. It screams for justice. It screams for humanity. Through it all, this is the Kilat code. We shall live forever. A, B, C, D, E of the modern Batang Cebuana, with Leon Kilat strike against betrayal as Cebuana's defiance explodes.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 14, 𝗟𝗶𝗃𝗏. Up next, we have contestant number 15 from Ramon M. Durano Sr. Foundation Science and Technology Education Center. The title of her piece, The Lightning Lives On. Let us welcome Diane Isel Pescante.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Begin in 3, 2.
Have you ever witnessed a storm? When the sky gradually darkens, when the wind begins to roar, and then a flash! A single bolt of lightning tears through the heavens. It only lasts a moment, but its brilliance is impossible to ignore. That was Leon Kilat, Lightning Leon. Not merely a man, but lightning in human form. Swift, fearless, and impossible to silence. For lightning does not ask permission before it strikes. It tears through the darkness, reminding the world that even in its darkest hour, light still exists. So what made Leon Kilat a lightning bolt? Not power, not fame, not a title. It was his courage. The courage to defend what was right even when it meant standing alone. And for that, my son! I prayed that you would come home. But instead, he came to tell me that you are gone! Gone not because you lost, but because you were betrayed. I was betrayed for 100 pesos. Tell me, is that what loyalty costs? Is that what the life dedicated to freedom is worth? Now, look around us. We live in a generation where dishonesty is too often accepted as normal. Where doing the bare minimum has become enough. Enough to pass, enough to get by, but never enough to build a nation. And to today's leaders, leadership is not power, it is service. A true leader is not remembered for the power they hold, but for the people they chose to serve. So, do not wait for another Leon Kilat to appear. Be the leader your generation needs. So when the storm comes, be the lightning that strikes through the darkness.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 15, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗄. Up next, we have contestant number 16, a grade 12 student from Babag National High School. The title of his piece is Sparks. Let us welcome 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗃.
Leon Kilat at 153. Leon Kilat at 153.
Begin in 3, 2.
Sparks. There was a time when I believed that I could change the country. I know it sounds naive, but I truly believed that if enough people cared, enough people spoke up and listened, then perhaps we could be the Philippines that we really dreamed to be. But then, I grew up. I heard the same things over and over again. Nothing will change about this country. Nothing will ever happen to it. But somebody should fix it. And slowly, I began to believe them. Why should I care if nobody else does? Why should I speak if nobody listens? Why should I be better when nothing ever gets better? That is how sparks die. One at a time, little by little. But wait, when did I become this person? When did I become such a lazy and apathetic excuse of a Filipino? Oh, what happened to me? Then, I remembered, Leon Kilat did not wait for somebody richer, not somebody with more access. No, he waited, he stood, and he acted upon it. Maybe that is what Leon Kilat was trying to tell us. Not that we should wait our entire lives for a hero or a savior, but that each generation must decide whether to light that first spark. Because one spark catches another, and then another, until what was once a small ember becomes impossible to extinguish. Because imagine, if one spark can ignite a revolution, then imagine, all of you, what an entire generation of sparks can ignite.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 16, 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. Up next, we have contestant number 17, a grade 12 student from Science and Technology Education Center. The title of her piece, Bata Pa Ko, Bata Ra Ko. Let us welcome Angel Margaret M. Maligro.
Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Okay.
Begin in 3, 2.
Bata ra ka. I
I nodded without hesitation. I was just a child. While my hands built castles with plastic blocks, I believed that the truth only belonged to those bigger than me. Igdakura ka nimo makasabot, my father said, adjusting my toga as I had already graduated from elementary school. I was still a child and the world had much to teach me. Bata raka, bata pamangka, bata raka. The same cycle of words repeated again and again and again and again. But are you treating me like a child? That at the age of 13, I had to stop school para lang mahimong labandera kuyog sa ako ang mama? It was no longer books I carried. It was a basket of clothes and the future that grew heavier with each step. Ay na lang pangandoy, pagtrabaho na lang. My uncle scoffed. But for the poor, that was true. Survival indeed came first. Wana tay mahimo ana, normal na, ingon ana na ang politika. 3 sentences, 3 excuses, 3 nails driven into our own coffins as another politician waves inside his brand new SUV as my mother counted coins just to buy rice. So I searched for a name. I needed help. Someone who was once young like me, someone who was underestimated, someone like Leon Kilat. His name was not remembered for his title, no. It was remembered because he loved this country. You all look at me, and all you see is a child, but they once looked at Leon and saw an ordinary man. But when can we truly strike? We strike every time a student refuses to stay silent. We strike every time a politician refuses to choose people for power. We strike every time a Filipino refuses to call corruption normal. So don't tell me to wait. Don't tell me that waiting will fill my mother's empty pockets. It will stop corruption. It will put me back in my classroom because waiting has only taught us how to endure. So go on. Look at me. What do you see? Do you see a hopeless young child? Or do you see the hope of the future? Sige, tanawa ko ninyo. Bata naman ko, di ba? Bata pa ko. Bata pa man ko. But never ever will you call me again Bata Raku.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 17, Angel Margaret Maligro. And finally, we have our contestant number 18, a grade 12 student from University of San Jose Recoletos. The title of her piece, History's Lightning, Leon Kilat's ephemeral bolt and enduring flame. Let us welcome Kaylin Marie Gook.
Greetings. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat. Happy birthday, Leon Kilat.
Begin in 3, 2.
Ignorance forgets, but history remembers. About a century ago, in the quaint neighborhood of our islands, the dawn was cracked open by a sudden deluge, a jagged spark that signaled the carnage of a revolution. Hope was lost, the land was captured, and greed had scrambled the jaws of our countrymen. The same is true. The same is true for Leon Kilat, a legend who hailed from Bacong Negros Oriental, whose fate was to lead the April 3rd uprising, and who would later on resign to the tragic cadence of heroes. It was said that no prophet is welcome in his own country, and Kilat suffered a treachery that cut deeper than his colonizer's spear. In Karkar City, his statue remains a perpetual reminder of this bitter truth, that before the dawn rose, he suffered the enemy's onslaught, so today we may see the morning sun. However, beyond being a paragon of a roaring lightning bolt that shattered the stony silence of colonial oppression, he was just like any other Filipino, simple, fearless, and bold. As part of the youth, he knew the struggles of ordinary workers by traveling across Visayas and Manila. He deeply understood life from the lens of a harsher route, which has led him into the society of the Katipunan. As a leader, he did not seek recognition. His strength emanated from an indomitable spirit and a fierce devotion to serve and free a hometown that was not even his own. Ladies and gentlemen, at a time when our motherland is yet again bondaged and scarred by her own sons and daughters, may today's youth and leaders be inspired by the same passion and grit Leon Kilat demonstrated. When democracy is often reduced to Senate tomfoolery and to the travesty of justice, may we pause and let history linger in our midst. When our youth is convinced that the sword is now greater than the pen by means of violence and brutality, may we remind them that they hold the nation's hope. After all, Leon Kilat's story is more than a cautionary legend to be heard in the mind. It is history's mirror, a mirror held up to the soul of our island, a stark and sobering incantation to recover our fervor for life in all its myriad manifestations. Perhaps while his bolt was deemed ephemeral, he rendered an even greater flame by empowering our people to choose between human degradation and human dignity, between freedom and slavery, between action and apathy. As one Philippines, when we envision a youth, friend, and leader, may we remember one of the many sons of Mother Filipinas whose blood has been spilled on the altar of our freedom. May we remember Leon Kilat, whose bravery and courage helped return the freedom we relish today. When ignorance forgets the lessons of yesterday, may we let history speak for us and let the enduring flame go ablaze.
Thank you very much. Contestant number 18, Kaylin Marie Gook. Okay, so once again, let us give all our contestants a big round of applause. Okay, and to all those who are supporting them online, thank you so much. Continue your support. And sa atong audience online, who do you think will win? Okay, mention their names in the comment sections. Continue supporting them. Continue showing their love. Once again, a big round of applause. Okay. Our judges are currently finalizing the scores. And, okay, so let's have a group photo first. May we request, once again, all our contestants to be here in front. Okay. And while they're preparing, once again, the video here, we'll be splicing it into 18 different videos, video clips. And we'll be uploading it via our page at the Palm Grass Cebu Heritage Hotel. And you will be, I'll be asking the audience online to vote for their favorite na mga ni-perform, ni-hatag sa ilang performance here. Okay. Sige, so all of our, I think, spread ta? Yeah, hangtod ko dire. Don't worry, it's okay. We will adjust. Okay, so number 4, contestant number 5, where are you? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so here are our 18. Okay, pwede na mo down ang uban. Pwede na mo lingkod here. Okay, dera. Yeah, let's have number 10 right here. Obos, number 10. 11 until 18 to just sit down here. Okay, downstage. All right, so I think nasod na ba ta? Miss A, join also. Okay, sila sa... ang tanong. Sorry. Okay, balin na to. Dari. Oh. Okay. Sige. So, ready na? Teachers or guardians, parents, who are here? Sige, take a photo of our contestants. All right, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Smile. And then probably let's have a video niya mugrita ni Leon Kilat o happy birthday. Okay ra ba? Okay. Saan na to pag-greet? Happy birthday. At ito? Leon Kilat at 153. Happy birthday. Okay. Kana. Sige. All right. Sige. Thank you. Ako ni student, by the way. Okay. All right. Sige. Sample sa Isaac record. Okay. Rehearsal. First round. Go. At 1. Okay. Very good. Sige. Karon, film na jud ta. Record na ta. Okay. Contestants ready? Video ready? In 3, 2, and. All right, a big round of applause. Okay, so contestants, stay there for a while because our judges are currently finalizing their scores. So while waiting for them, because they will give their reactions, allow me to mention that the winners will be announced on August 22. So layo-layo pa because we will be reviewing all of the videos. Okay? All right, so but once the videos are up, makita na ninyo, share it to your section, to your classmates, to your friends. Okay, also we'd like to ask help from the teachers here as well to share also the video. And just in case, like our Facebook page, and the entire video na naadiri karon will be uploaded also in our YouTube channel. So once again, the announcement of winners will be on August 22. Now, while waiting, upcoming events. So August 8, we have the Laguna Copper Plate Surat Binisaya Baybayin, literacy in our archipelago in pre-colonial times. And on August 22, we have tracing governments, Datu politics, Ilustrado politics until modern politics or modern politico. Okay. And then, of course, once again, we'd like to thank all our accompanying teachers and all our participating schools for this year's event. Okay, and then, all right, sige. So our judges are currently finalizing the score. Let's hear it from Miss A and Sir Jeff. Say, Miss A, go. Oh, nana microphone. Comment. Remark. Sige lang. Sige. Miss A, what will you say to our contestants? Okay. Miss A? Sige. By the way, good job ha. Nindot kayo yung mga kuan. Wow. Why joke? Yeah.
So to all our contestants, congratulations to all of you. Your performance is kind of over the top. We raised the roof for you.
Promise.
So congratulations. We really, I had goosebumps in some of your performances, and I'm sure that if Leon Kilat is watching right now, he is so proud of you. Congratulations. I felt your heart and I felt your wishes for a country that is really free. And so I got touched also. I got goosebumps in those speeches, those pieces that really describe what we are today. How we would remember Leon Kilat, and so we know that he died, he shed blood, sweat, and tears. He died for this country. But until today, our people, especially the majority who are poor, do not taste the freedom that our heroes fought for. So as I always say, whenever we have contests, we do this actually because we believe that it is through the youth that our country will change. You are the next Leon Kilat. As you have been saying, you have been saying that. Tayo si Leon Kilat, we are Leon Kilat. So as I have always been saying that when you become leaders of this country, we really hope that what you said today would stay in your heart and in your action, because words may be like light or lightning and would vanish the next day. So in the future, like 20 years from now, you become leaders of the land. And then, as said in one of the speeches, between 𝗟𝗏𝗃 and blood betterment for our people, selfless service and 𝗟𝗏𝗃, which would you choose? It would be very hard. It's easier said than done. So in the future, you will look back to this day and hear your words again, and you would judge what you are doing as a leader if you have become the lightning bolt of Leon Kilat. So we hope for the best for everyone, for all of us. And then, stay tuned for our discussion on tracing the maleta. We trace the governance from the dato to the 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗂 to the modern politico on August 22. Plugging lang ako. August 22 with our historians, Dr. George Borinaga of University of San Carlos, Dr. Michael Colonane, who wrote about 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗂, and also we have a political science professor from UP Cebu. So, daghang salamat and congratulations. You are all winners. Congratulations because you have the courage of Leon Kilat. Daghang salamat for your performance.
Thank you, Miss A. And now let's hear it from Sir 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏 𝗂𝗏, the fourth generation descendant of Leon Kilat. Come on, big round of applause.
Well, guys, salamat sa inyong ipakita. As I observed earlier, I see the flame in your eyes, the seriousness, the dedication. I see the spirit within you. Now, nanilang, evaluate yourself 5 or 10 years from now. If you still remember your piece today, kay kana siya mo guide ninyo, what will be the path you choose? Now, I have seen some challenges earlier with 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏, but you have the guts to make some remedy and fix that issue. I actually upload to that, give you 5 on that. And then, anyways, guys, na ako'y nabantayan din sa inyo nga pang melodrama. O, di ba? I salute also that type of talent. Ayog sayangin na. And then, kung unsa man ganin yung dreams, don't only close yourself in isolation. Open it up to anyone. Because you may met same person having same dreams. You can reach that goal in the near future. Kay parehara gud na sa kuan. Si Leon Kilat nagatindog dinhi sa Cebu apan siya naghakot og tawo nga sama niya 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏. Di ba? So kung aduna kay dream, ayaw lag kuan nga warag ikaw lang isa. Be a teamwork person nga naa kay makauban, parera na sa walis tingting kung isa lang dali ra maputol, pero kung usa ka hugpong, lisod na siyang matibag. Inana lang itong mindset, guys, kay si Leon Kilat, si Tatay Leon is mag-uuma lang apan kaya niyang na-manage nga ma-liberate ang atuang probinsya. Inani lang ang atuang kuan simple ra taron, pero mangita lang taog paagi. Teknik ra gud ginagmay anak pod. Di ba? So, salamat kay sa inyo ang pag-share sa talent and to show sa atuang online viewers nga makita nila kung unsay talent sa Cebuanon.
Thank you very much, Sir Jeff. Okay, so ito messages from Miss A and Sir Jeff. This time, let's hear from the judges because I was observing them earlier. They were really taking, I think, notes, really remembering. Tanan. Let's hear first from Doc Xavier.
Okay. A pleasant afternoon to everyone. So before I proceed, can you give yourself a round of applause for a very job well done? And I'm actually just like all are very positive naman. For me na lang, my reflection na lang is like hopefully what you delivered earlier kanang inyo hadyo siyang i-imbibe, inyo sa siyang i-practice. At least I could say that probably tito kayo. I could say that like yeah, the future would be in good hands. So continue to speak, continue to be the voice also, and yeah, voices are better if ever you are together. So yun lang.
Thank you very much, Doc Xavier. Up next, let's hear it from Ma'am Merlinda ang Betiktan. Mama Yen.
I'm supposed to have a lot to say, pero let's keep it short. Okay, offhand, when I say project, I mean you make yourself loud enough. But you're not supposed to shout all the way. Because shouting is an accent to the performance. But if you keep on shouting throughout your performance, it diminishes the importance of the things that you're supposed to say out loud, project, but you're not supposed to shout most of the time. Second, in my speech labs, in Toastmasters, I give speech laboratories, I always say, the most important thing for us when we do public speaking is for us to be understood. You don't have the reason to stand in front of people and say your piece if you know that the people listening could not understand all of what you're saying. Because as I always tell the participants, once somebody could not understand what you're saying, they will not listen to you anymore. Especially if what I could not hear are important aspects of your speech. So never sacrifice clarity over anything, emotion or whatever, or interpretation. No. The most important thing is when we speak before an audience is for us to be understood. Every word. And usually our mistake is we talk and then I'm supposed to. What? You thought that you are making some of your sentences lower and softer, but we don't understand half of the sentence. How could we appreciate what you're saying? Okay? Interpretation is interpretation. Creative interpretation is good. We, being actors, we appreciate that very much. But as actors, we don't sacrifice our lines. Before camera, and most especially for us doing it on stage, never sacrifice your lines. When we cry, oh, why? Why is it? I can't understand. But you see, every word that I say was clear. Even if I sort of make it like I was crying. But if you say, oh, because you see what I was teaching, you cannot understand. Huh? I can only hear you're crying. But the message why you're crying got lost. So emotion is there. We do emotion on stage, but never sacrifice a word. So our technique is we cry, oh, why was it so hard? I was saying my lines. Even if I cried, you cry before, you cry after, but you say your lines clearly. That's a technique. Never forget that. Never sacrifice. Clarity, clarity, clarity. And never shout all the way. And the person that stuck to my mind as far as clarity is concerned is the little boy, the grade 6.
Compliments.
Maintain it. You were having your emotion, but maintain it. Because some people enunciate very well. I don't. So that's why I have to take up speech as my major in college to improve my enunciation. Not all of us. You have the gift of that.
Wow.
And you take full advantage of it and maintain it and sharpen it. Okay? But all of you were very good. The mere fact that you're there on stage now, you are winners, all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So that was a quick workshop. Quick workshop. Ma'am Merlinda. And just to summarize, take care of your voice and of course, take extra care of your performance. Basically, that's it. But in terms of energy, you guys are amazing. Yes. Okay. So up next, we have a reaction from Ma'am Ferliza Calizar Contratista.
Okay, once upon a time, I was once like you and I did not win. But it's okay. It's okay, because the next time I got the first place already. Yeah.
Ikaw.
So if you will not make it, you're already there, as what she said. And the importance of projection again and clarity. And also, you already got the base of 20 points from me because all your pieces are written so, like it has the relevance already. Who wrote the pieces? Huh? And some even have a literary twist. Yeah. And then I love the themes, like you already dealt with real life issues such as people or those who are victims who are afraid to speak up, and then those who are indifferent. So I love the pieces. And it took me really a hard time because I was sensing, is this an oratorical piece or a declamation? Okay, so where are the emotions and like that? So we're seeing from different lenses because she's already there and I'm still going up. I didn't take any speech lab, Mama Yan. I'm just studying on my own, but you also have very good mentors. Just a bit of, maybe more on kanang practice pa, and maybe you will invite some of the theater instructors so that we could invite na ako kung self. No. Okay. So because it's a start, and like theater, you're becoming the voice. In fact, you are really very effective. You could put also your own language na most of the young ones can understand. So congratulations, and don't feel bad if you don't make it.
Thank you, Ma'am Ferliza. And by the way, since Ma'am Ferliza mentioned of theater, there is actually a play based on Leon Kilat's life. Here at Palmgrass, we have 𝗟𝗡𝗢𝗃 𝗂 and if I'm not mistaken, Ateneo did a play of Leon Kilat's life last year. Diba? So, nagsugod na. The lightning has struck. Diba? So, let's continue, and I'm glad that I mentioned mo ang theater because kami po, I'm an actor myself, and nindot yun ang I'm actually, nagnara ko sa kilid kung these are potential na, I'm seeing it as monologues. I'm already seeing as yung pieces as monologues. So, thank you once again to our judges. Thank you for the feedback and the criticism. Salamat, Miss A, Sir Jeff. Salamat kaayo. Now, at this point, actually, we have already mentioned everything, so I'm just going to wrap things up. Okay, so we'll be singing a closing song, an original piece from 1898. Original gyapon. Original gyapon from 1898. So, yes, this is called Alerta Katipunan. This is performed by the Bagong Teatro Hungkera. Okay, so everyone please stand as we sing together, and there is lyrics put behind. Okay. So before we play the song, thank you to everyone who has joined us online. Thank you to all the teachers, parents, and guardians as well, and to all our participating schools. And now, once again, this is Alerta Katipunan, performed by the Bagong Teatro Hungkera. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Sir Josh Andrino. We will see you in the next Palm Grass event. Once again, let us say happy birthday to Leon Kilat. Katong same greeting na to earlier. In 3, 2, 1! All right. Dagang salamat. God bless. Amping tanan.